makeup artist came and I and started, putting makeup on me without me asking her, yeah. And I ended up throwing her in the pool. But she got a kick out of it, started cracking up laughing, and, we just had a great day. We had a great day, and it was a whole lot of fun. And I mean, we did the photo session, then afterwards bust open the champagne and, let the party begin.
What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. As always, please hit that subscribe button. As y'all know, it's right there and it's free. That enables us to keep coming to you guys as often as possible with as many interviews as possible. Hit us on that Cash App, Unique Access ENT, and we appreciate your guys' support. Now, today on Cover Story, we have the honor and the privilege of being joined by Big Daddy Kane. Thank you for coming through, sir.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, and Big Daddy Kane for Cover Story has selected It's a Big Daddy Thing, his second album. It came out in 1989. And this cover follows. It's a very interesting progression here, in my opinion, from Long Live the Kane to It's a Big Daddy Thing. So, Kane, first album cover, you got 3 ladies. Second album cover, you got 3 ladies. So was that coincidence or was that planned?
That was actually planned, to do the same thing with 3 young ladies again. It was planned. And, I was just excited about it because, we wanted to do something different, but similar. And the photographer, George D.O.C, he came with this idea, with this limo. And he was like, you got to see it. It's phenomenal. Like, he was more excited about it than I was. But we got there and we were looking and like he was explaining how he wanted the shot to be. I'm like, yeah, I see this. And like in my mind, I was seeing like some real like 70s black cinema type stuff. But at the same time, it just looked, real super fly. And, we got there and everybody was so friendly. We were having fun, until the makeup artist came and I and started, putting makeup on me without me asking her, yeah. And I ended up throwing her in the pool, but she got a kick out of it, started cracking up laughing, and we just had a great day. We had a great day, and it was a whole lot of fun. And I mean, we did the photo session, then afterwards bust open the champagne and let the party begin.
Okay. Yeah. And also on the cover, I thought it was interesting because a lot of the Cold Chillin' before looked very much like sets. And this one, since it appears to be outside and everything, and the colors, because on Long Live the Kane, it had that very like a set, like the purple tone and everything. And then moving on, It's a Big Daddy Thing was more outside, more natural, I guguess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If I'm correct, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe we were somewhere in the Hamptons. And it was outside, and it was a great day. A beautiful day, good weather, and everybody was just there in good spirits, and we had so much fun. And to take this and create something like that. I mean, I really enjoyed that day, man. Yeah.
Okay. So what about the pillow? Where it had the BDK on the pillow, was that a real pillow, or was that made?
No, I believe that was a robe.
Oh, that was a robe in the corner?
Some of the black with the gold letters.
Yeah, in the front.
Yeah, I think that was a robe. A robe. I believe it was a robe.
Okay.
I have to look again, but I believe it was a robe. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then you also had. I was intrigued because most people don't sit on top of the outside of the limo. So, and you also have the photos where you're inside the limo with the girls. So how did you guys pick the one on the outside of the limo versus the other ones you used inside the limo for the cover?
Well, that's what I was talking. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Because it looked like it was so tight, So I'm like, okay, how is George going to pull this off where the four of us is going to, but, once we got it and just to see it, in the frame, and he's like, just look, and like, just to come and look, I'm like, yeah, George, you're amazing. You're amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it was, because how we, like that limo was a very unique limo, where you didn't really see nothing like that before, with how the trunk was, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it was just amazing, man, and it was like, it was a vision that he had, and he was just so excited and so amped about, and I'm like, okay. And then when I see it, I'm like, it looked kind of tight, man. But he pulled it off, man, because it was something I didn't see like that, but he saw it. But then once I had a chance to like really look through the lens, I'm like, okay, I got it. It all makes sense now.
Well, to your point, once I stopped looking at the women, then I was trying to figure out, what are they doing? They're sitting on a limo. And then I was trying to figure out, it was, like you said, something I'd never seen before. So it was kind of.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's like George DuBose, but George DuBose, he has one of those eyes. He has one of those eyes where, I guess, where it's like he can get with a hip hop artist and get into that rock star mind frame and take you to like a whole different level.
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting. And do you remember this? Long Live the Kane, obviously you're in the center, you're the focus, but on It's a Big Daddy thing, you're more in the background. Even if though it's your album cover. Do you remember how or why that's the one you guys ended up using?
I don't know. I mean, George will go through the photos and find the best ones, and he'll send me his favorite picks for me to pick from. So it was definitely my selection, but why? I don't know. Okay. That I couldn't tell you. Yeah. I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. It's a jacuzzi in the trunk.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what it's a jacuzzi in the trunk.
Yeah. Later when I saw it, I assumed that's what it was, but I definitely had never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I've been stutter-stepping this whole conversation because I wasn't 100% sure. I'm like, I just look, yeah, that's what it was. He was excited because he found a limo with a jacuzzi in the trunk. That's what it was. Yeah.
And can you look at was it a robe or was it a pillow? What was that?
Oh, one more time. Yeah, it's a robe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a robe, a black robe.
And did you make it specifically for the shoot, or did you just have that?
That was probably something Dapper Dan made. That looked like some Dapper Dan work. Yeah, that's probably something Dap made. It probably was a house robe because I was real deep into robes and smoking jackets. That was my thing. Still is.
I was going to say on the Daddy's Home cover, we get a glimpse of that as well.
So you're right. I mean, that's always been my thing, man. Get my thirst and howl on.
As you should. And one other thing that also really intrigued me was you also had the kind of like, for lack of a better way to put it, the baseball cards with you, Mr. C, Scoob, and Scrap with the little IDs on there. Remember with the name, your code name?
Oh, in the back. Yeah.
So do you remember how or why you guys decided to do that?
Because of like just names that we called ourselves, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put it on the album. Because Scrap, always, picking on me, calling me the baby Dayliner, and and we always, tease school, calling them strong nose, and so it was like, we're gonna put these names on the album, just playing around. That's all.
Yeah. I always thought that was funny because, as you know, back then with no internet or anything, even though you learned so much from the songs, because there were so many lyrics and so much information, just having those extra little nuggets, I always thought was pretty cool. So
yeah, I mean, I started to regret doing it after the album came out, because Scrap ended up getting into several fights, from people calling him an asshole.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I kind of regretted it, afterwards. But I mean, it seemed like a good idea at the time, though, before I thought it through.
Well, looking back, what would you say is the legacy or the importance for you of the It's a Big Daddy Thing cover?
I mean, just that presentation of royalty, just something to like show the youth that, you can make it, you know what I'm saying? You can be successful, you know what I'm saying? You can shine, just something like inspirational, like when you look at it, be like, that's what I want to do. That's where I want to be, Like right now, today, I love going on Fat Joe page, seeing his posts. I love going on Swiss Beats page, seeing their posts and, on private planes and exotic islands and stuff like that, it's all inspirational to me, so I would hope that cover would be inspirational to someone else coming up.
Well, there it is. Well, thanks for coming through the cover story, Big Daddy Kane. Appreciate it.
My pleasure, man. Take care. Always a pleasure, Soren.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
A 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
It would be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on Your MTV Raps with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.